So I'm trying the new Google video capture. I don't know how new it is, but it's newer than YouTube. It's called something or the other video capture. Damn, there's so many goddamn applications out there that you got no idea what to use for simple word processing and all this kind of rubbish nowadays, viewer. But it's a unique application because I'm sitting here on a train, a Finch train, I guess, leaving from the Finch station. And as you can see, you know, it's cool. It's obviously nice and new and full of shiny people and all this kind of rubbish. But my question is, you know, like, I got to be honest with you, viewer. My thoughts are taken towards a situation like the one in what is it, Madrid, right? So a guy like me with a freaking skull cap, okay, and then a loaded backpack, and basically. So when the train pulled up, the driver saw me perched on the edge of their platform. In as much as, you know, I was like, I don't even know what the hell I was doing. I was stretching or some damn thing. I was going to sit down and look at my phone and, you know, bend my knees. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I obviously should attract his attention, right? It should attract his attention. He's pulling up to this station. I'll be back for my bag in a sec, bro. Don't worry about that stuff. It's not a damn bomb or anything. Unless you consider a food bomb to be lethal or whatever, because it's got food in it, and food is always changing, like everything else in the goddamn universe. So what it is, folks, is, I don't know, like, it's like, you gotta suppose that the guy saw me sitting there, okay, he sees I'm dark-skinned, which obviously is going to raise his ire or something like that, or at least alert him to something. I mean, people say all kinds of things about racism. I say there's two kinds of racism. One is a good kind of racism, and one is a bad kind of racism. The bad kind of racism is you're not human because you're not brown. Like me thinking that of a Chinese person or a white person or whatever. And me thinking, hey, I'm a Muslim, I'm hygienic, you know, I'm disciplined, there's a purpose in my life and all this kind of rubbish. My asshole is clean and so is my penis. And you guys like wipe that shit and you've got like poison on the, what is it, most sensitive parts of your body. Now you'll be like, that's a disgusting damn thing to say. We say there's no shame in religion. You're not meant to, for instance, what is it? I don't know, man. Fucking anal sex is not a sin, but it's looked down on, right? And for you to have anal sex with someone and then have your poor woman like kind of give you head afterwards, I think that's disgusting. And saying it makes me rude and nasty, but if it causes someone to think about how nasty that shit is, then fucking like I will do it. I will do it. But I was talking about something else. I was basically going to talk about terrorism. Okay, fucking terrorism. Why? Because I'm a Paki. Why? Because my wife is from Colombia. Why? Because when I ever go down to the fucking US of A, and I'll say it again, the fucking United States of America, I gotta spend like hours on the goddamn border. And as soon as I say that, all the Canadians on the train are like, yay, the guy hates Americans. I don't hate fucking nobody. I hate being held up at the border for 6 hours with my shit on the table, and they're going through everything, asking me about all my stuff in front of fucking people, just because I'm from a Paki, right? I'm in their ICE database. What is it? Immigration, something or the other, and enforcement. Okay? ICE, whatever. Like for a time, I was working for Computer Associates in Minneapolis, traveling all over the place, right? And you know, I'd get held up on going to visit a customer in Texas or whatever the hell it was, trying to get this special stamp. Because I was on the database, I had to get my finger printed every time and all this kind of rubbish. So anyway, going back to the bus driver or the tram driver, the subway driver or whatever. The whole thing is this. He sees me perched on the edge of the platform, I've got an overloaded backpack, and I just happen to be there. And I'm wearing a hat, so I got the skull cap, and then I got another hat that I just put on top, whatever, because I like hats, right? And I don't like my hair being damaged, and yeah, I've begun recently to think that I should represent being Muslim, and let people know that we're not all fucking crazed fucking terrorists, or whatever the hell that is. I'm an emotional mental terrorist, no doubt. No fucking doubt, man. And if you're rude to me, then you're gonna wish you weren't, or you're gonna have to fucking kill me, one of the two. Or like we can have a nice time. Like I'll try and ride the bike out. But the price is idfa الصوت الذي تحصل. Idfa السيء. Idfa means to repel. Dafa in Urdu, for instance, means dafa wajal, get out of it. So So repel evil with that which is better. And then it says, you'll see your enemy become as if he was your sincere friend. So, you know, if you can do something like that, then you deserve an applaud. Clap, clap, clap. But on the other hand, so the bus driver or the tram driver, right, he basically, he doesn't do pull-ups on the bus, on the sub like he should. But what he does is he makes note of the fact that there's a guy sitting on the edge of the platform, okay, and he's got a loaded backpack. Then the guy gets on the train, okay, and then he's like, it's obvious that the guy is a Muslim or something because he's got a damn skull cap. Let me put it back on. The skull cap, by the way, was given to me by Adam Bashir. If you look up my video, Living with Adam Bashir, you'll see me hugging him and tormenting his dumb ass, just like I seem to with most other of my human fellow creatures, fellow animals. Anyhow, so my question is this. It's a simple fucking question. And being an organizational consultant or whatever, it's like, do they have a process in place for if the guy sees somebody with a backpack who's then videotaping his dumb ass, sitting there with said backpack and is obviously a Muslim and is talking about terrorism? Does he have a process in place? Is there a button? Is there something he should do or say apart from fucking start panicking and all this kind of rubbish? Like, if you look at Madrid was I think 2007, right? And they derailed all this kind of rubbish. They derailed stations and they derailed trains and caused no end of crisis. And, you know, it just takes one fucking fuckhead who's extremely determined. And you know, nowadays you can pick up whatever the hell you need to, man. Nitrous oxide or whatever the fuck, magnesium and particulate matter. You can make everything in your home or by yourself from, what is it, man? Goddamn methamphetamine to ecstasy to, you know, obviously growing weed, which is my thing to do. And it's not a drug. I'm going to repeat it again. It's because it's not synthetic, intoxicating, dangerous, or addictive. And that's it. I'm going to launch into my spiel here because I think people are listening and they need to know. It can't be compared to something that causes 450,000 deaths a year in the States alone. Cirrhosis of the brain, the liver, drug driving, domestic violence. You show me one guy that smoked a doobie and has done anything more until he'll say, hey man, was there a bag of chips over here a minute ago or not, man? Right, so, I don't know, man. I just made this stupid thing just trying to check out this new Google fucking capture piece of nonsense that I got on this phone. And it's at 460 minutes, which is what? About 8 minutes coming up. I think I'm done here, man. They don't have a process in place, it's obvious. And see, if I was in charge of the TTC or something like that, that's the first thing I'd do, man. Fucking trains are derailed. You want to have a situation, or maybe they do. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I should put this online and send it to them. No question was once again. Now let's freak everybody fucking out with like terror alerts. It's like us as the transit system. Do we actually have a button or something or an alert or something? Like, I don't know. Whatever, dude. It doesn't really matter. Who cares, man? It doesn't really matter. Like, a bad thing you cannot stop from happening, and a good thing you cannot bring forward. It's all in God's hands. All right, over and out for now, viewer. Thanks for watching. Give me your comments and go have a good day today, and try and make someone happy. Basically, right? Try and make someone else happy. That's all.